what's up guys, Snooty Minotaur here, and yes, welcome to the best exclusive cosmetics in Fortnite. You guys asked for this video, and the last one I did on exclusives did pretty well on this channel, so I might as well do what I promised in that video to make a best and worst exclusive video. And what you're watching here is the first part to this two-part video here, the best cosmetics. Now keep in mind, I'm not going to mention every single cosmetic in Fortnite. There's so many good exclusive cosmetics that couldn't make it onto this video here, so this video is gonna be pretty biased. This is just my own personal opinion, well, besides like maybe one which I'll explain later on in this video here. But without further ado, let's just hop right into this video here. Use code Minnow5 in the Fortnite item shop if you do want to support me in this channel, #ad. Let's begin with the very first exclusive cosmetic, and I say cosmetic very loosely because I'm actually talking about cosmetics here in general. This is the Galaxy skin and just the whole set in general. This is probably one of the most well-known exclusive skins, and I know people are gonna ask about this skin, so yes, he made it onto this video. I do have to put him on here for that reason. So I do want to say this here, the weakest part of this entire set in my opinion is actually the skin itself. I really don't think that the skin is necessarily bad. It is a good skin, but I do really feel like with the character model that they chose and just how it doesn't really feel that original in my opinion. They just took like a galaxy coat and then just put it on a skin, more or less a default. It really doesn't hold up to this very day in my opinion. It's still a good skin. I'm not saying that it's a bad skin because it's on this video here, but I feel like the other cosmetics in his set, which are part of you getting the Samsung Galaxy phone back in the day, are way better. Like the pickaxe and the glider, which I can honestly say the same thing for the skin here in that kind of context, to where they pretty much are just the default cosmetics just with a galaxy coat around it. But the galactic disc on the other hand is probably top 5 best back blings of all time, because this back bling is just absolutely phenomenal. You can pretty much put this on any skin and it will look good. Like, that's how freaking good this back bling is, and it's way better than the Black Knight shield. I'm just saying, I'd rather see galactic discs than stupid Black Knight shields. That back bling is super overrated. You can make an argument for this one here too, but I do think that overall the Galaxy set is absolutely fantastic and is a great phone exclusive in general. Now I've got to talk about another skin here. Now this is actually one that should have never existed, but due to a certain situation that happened in 2019, we now have this skin, and that is Stealth Reflex, ladies and gentlemen. The color scheme is fantastic. Like, they took the original Reflex skin, which was originally an exclusive, so I'll put him here as like a little honorable mention in that kind of context here, and they made a black and red version that just looks so good. Like, I don't know, the color scheme on this skin with the Reflex model itself just looks absolutely fantastic. This is such an absolutely clean skin, and it's probably one of the rare skins which I'm actually going to mention in this video here. There's not really much else to really talk about here. It's a great skin. Love the color scheme. Love what they did with this skin, and honestly, it kind of sucks that I never got it, because this is definitely a skin I would run 100%. Now, I've got a one-off here, and this is actually very biased in my opinion here, but this is the Redline wrap. This is a wrap that was actually part of the World Cup back in 2019 as a YouTube drop. You actually had to watch the World Cup on YouTube, out of all things, have it connected to your YouTube and Epic account while watching the stream, and you would actually get this wrap for absolutely free. I love this wrap. It's my main wrap. I very much adore it. It's just a really clean, like, white and gray color scheme with a little bit of like red animations going through it. And what's also interesting is that this wrap is actually updated to the item shop, so people can actually bring this back into like maybe locker bundles. That's probably my guess. So I would love this wrap to come back, but for right now, as of this video recording, it still hasn't, and it is still an exclusive, and this is a very clean wrap in my personal opinion. Alright, well, let's just get this one out of the way. You all knew this one was going to be on here. More or less, the duo itself. It's iconic in scenario. You guys knew these two would make it on here, and this was probably even more hyped up than the Galaxy skin, and that's really saying something. That really is. This is probably one of the most popular exclusive skins inside of Fortnite, period. It's such a great original design. It's actually kind of a collaboration with a K-pop group, which is pretty interesting. I love what they did with the skin. Such a great original design. The color scheme's phenomenal. This is one of the best exclusives of all time, but the emote, we all know it. I don't need to say much about it, right? I don't need to say much. Like, it's scenario. We all know how good this emote is. I'm wondering if they're ever gonna bring back this set, or will they ever do something alongside with like Iconic, like how they did with Galaxy. They brought in the female female version, the Galaxy Scout. I really hope at some point we get a female version of Iconic, because it's literally right there. Like, the opportunity is literally right there, Epic. This is probably the best way to bring back Iconic, or in this case, maybe just make a reskin of him. I'm surprised they haven't really done anything with him at all since he initially released back in 2019. Isn't that crazy, guys? Overall, phenomenal skin in my opinion. Phenomenal emote. There's not much else to say. It's Iconic in Scenario. I mean, come on. Speaking of another very popular exclusive that I definitely wanted to talk about here, that is Wildcat. This is the second ever Nintendo Switch exclusive skin, and this is the best exclusive skin from Nintendo. I mean, it really wasn't any competition here, considering that Double Helix is really not good. This skin is phenomenal. This skin became actually a sweat skin, believe it or not, and people were actually buying codes just so that then they can get this skin. Like, a lot of pro players were doing this, and I love what they did with this skin. The color scheme on the default style is absolutely fantastic. Love the beanie, which is like a pink beanie. Her hair is really cool. It looks pretty stealthy, honestly, and that's pretty cool, but it gets better with the other edit styles. The blue one looks really cool with that blue and yellow color scheme with the black in there. Also really like how they're etched into, like, I believe those are like skins in there as well, like skin icons in there, which is really cool, which is actually from the console that this actually came with, which is pretty cool. But my favorite edit style is the blueprint one. I mean, the animation is so subtle. It looks so good. The color scheme is fantastic. They took the blue edit style and made it even better, and it just looks phenomenal. Like, this is a really strong skin that's an exclusive. I still think this is probably the best exclusive that you can currently get right now in Fortnite. You can still get the skin, and this is probably a skin which I would definitely want to get at some point, and I'm really hoping I do, because I know that codes are going really high for this skin, but it's a really good one. Like, this is such a phenomenal skin in my opinion. All right, let's get this one out of the way here, because I know people are gonna ask about it. It's Minty. Now, as you all know, I'm not really a big fan of the Minty X, so you may be asking, Snewy, why'd you put it in this video then if you think it's all your personal opinion? Well, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. If I didn't put this in this video here, and if I put it in my worst video, people would get so mad at me, okay? I'm pretty much being held hostage at this point. Not literally, but figuratively, if I did not put the Minty Axe in this video here, because I know it's extremely popular. I will say that the color scheme's cool. I do like how there is a little bit of like a green flame on top, but this pickaxe is absolutely overrated as hell. I can't deny it is good, but it's not for me. I know a lot of you really like it, which is why I'm putting it right here in this video for that reason. I'm not talking about it anymore because this pickaxe is just no. Just no. However, I will talk about this next cosmetic here, and this is actually going to be a PlayStation skin, Royale Bomber. This is probably one of the most underrated and most underappreciated exclusive skins in Fortnite. This was the first ever console exclusive they actually had to go out and buy a console for to get a code for the skin. All it is just Raptor without the mask on and literally just with a blue color scheme, but I actually think it works really goddamn well here. I don't really know what to really say about it. It's a really clean, underappreciated skin. A lot of people don't talk about it, which is really sad, because I think this is probably the best skin from PlayStation in my opinion. I think this is a really good one, and it's really sad. I never see it either, which is honestly really disappointing, and it sucks I never got the chance to get a code for the skin, but you know, it is what it is. I'm sad about it, but it's a good skin overall. Not much else to really say. Kind of wish he came with a little bit more than just the skin itself, but granted, this was one of the first ever exclusives that they ever did, so I'll give him a pass for that. Now, the last skin in this video here, again, there was a lot of cosmetics I could have picked on here, but you know, I don't want to make this video like 15 hours long. This is Dark Vertex. This is the second ever Xbox One exclusive skin, and it's nothing crazy. I know there's a lot of people that probably are not a huge fan of the reskins here that are just like flat out recolors and they just put them behind like paywalls and stuff, you know, like with this skin for example. But I think in terms of this context here, this skin is way better than the original Vertex, and I think it has to do with the purple, the white that they have in here. Like, the white is just so freaking cool in here. It looks absolutely fantastic. The back bling is actually not bad either with that color scheme here too, and I don't have the pickaxe or the glider, but they look really good with that purple color scheme. I think the purple works a lot more with this than the orange one does with the original Vertex. This is one of those rare occurrences, in my opinion, that the reskin is actually better than the original. It's kind of the same thing with Reflex and Stealth Reflex earlier in the video here. Dark Vertex overall is a really good skin. I know he's still available, and I'm pretty sure this is probably the hardest Xbox skin to get, but if you can find a code for this skin, or if you just happen to have the skin, be lucky. It's a really good one. I'm very grateful that I have him, and not much else to really say. It's a really clean reskin of a skin that really wasn't that great to begin with. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, aka my X account. Also, don't forget to use my support code within the Fortnite item shop. That is Minno5. That is MINO5. #ad. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.